Now that the fall season, the most beautiful season I would say, has begun, I wanted to show you some of my favorite and creative photo ideas so you can get creative as well and use these beautiful autumn colors that we have right now. There's nothing like October for amazing photo shoots. I would say this is the most beautiful month in the year because the leaves are turning orange, red, yellow. You have those amazing colors you can use. And the most amazing part about fall, for me especially, is that even the basic locations you see every day turn out amazing in photos just because of those colors. But we want also to add some creativity to the photos, not take the basic photos everybody does. So let's dive into it and I will show you the most creative photo ideas for fall. Starting off with one of my favorites, with the big leaf for portraits. If you follow me on Instagram at Tarismi, you probably seen one or two photos with a leaf from me, and there is even more to come. Because I love this accessory, it's available. You can find them anywhere, like there are so many leaves. And you don't need much to create great photos. So basically you just pick up a leaf, hold it in front of your face and take the photo. Of course I would pick a bigger leaf because the smaller the leaf, the less you see it. And also I would consider what I'm wearing. So for fall I like to add some fall colors to my wardrobe. Like I would wear orange or beige, yellow, red tones. What you can also do is to mix colors like orange and teal, orange and blue. So these are great combinations you can add to your outfit just to level up your photo. For portraits, it's also important that you have like a little bit of blurry background. So if you have the opportunity to shoot with a great lens or camera, I would do that. Or if you don't have a camera, just take the portrait function of your phone if you have that. This will just level up your photo a little bit more. Another idea you can do with leaves, which is super easy, like this is one of the basics ideas I can share and still not many do this. You can just create a heart of leaves. Basically, when you're walking around and see like many leaves on the ground, go there and draw a heart on the floor. You can use your fingers or a stick or anything you find. Just make sure that you can see the heart. And then you just take your phone or your camera and do a photo from above with your shoes maybe, or maybe even with an accessory like a coffee mug. It will turn out amazing. Like I got so many likes and so many shares and saves on this photo idea because it's simple and yet so gorgeous. One of my favorite photos ever for fall is this one. It's basically just me sitting on something and you can see a car passing by, and it's a basic photo I would say, but the pose and the scenery just make it look so beautiful. I call this the waiting pose because it seems like I'm waiting for a car to pick me up. And you can tell that there's a story behind this photo. It's not just like a photo you take every day. This photo really tells a story, and this is what makes it special. What's important about this photo is to add a little bit of drama with your posing. So not just sit like you would sit normally, but add more triangles, add more interest to the photo. This one is one of my favorites as well, and I got asked about it a lot. Like this photo had so many likes on Instagram, and you can tell it is basic, right? But it still looks amazing. And you can do it like anywhere. I would suggest to do it in a forest or a park because then you have those beautiful colors surrounding you. If you don't have the colors yet, or if the forest or the park is a bit too green, don't worry, you can still take the photo and then just add one of my presets. I have a gold collection, and then your photos will just automatically add this golden effect. Like you can simply turn the screen tones into orange, red, yellow tones and get this beautiful autumn vibe to your photos. I took these photos with my husband, but you can also take them alone. Like put your camera or your phone on a tripod and use a remote or something, or a self timer, and just grab your head, put one arm to the back and just walk from the camera away, and you will have this follow me photo. If you have a partner helping you to take the photo, I would suggest that he would just add his hand to the photo, because it just adds like an interesting element to the picture. And what I like to do is to put a watch on his wrist, so we have some reflections, you know? It's just like a little bit more interesting. Another really cool idea, and it's super easy, you can do it anywhere, is to throw leaves. This is actually one of my favorite photos because of this autumn scenery, because of the red dress I'm wearing, and because of the falling leaves. And what you do is just grab some leaves, they're lying around anywhere, and just throw them. And then make sure that your camera or your partner takes photos. Important is that you have a high shutter speed. If you want to photograph movement, you need to have a higher shutter speed. If you don't know what that is, just Google it and try to use it. You can even adjust the shutter speed on your phone. For example, if you use the Lightroom app, you can adjust the shutter speed. And then you will have this crisp photos, because sometimes when you take photos of movement, they are super blurry, and this is because the shutter speed is not adjusted. Also pretty cool is that you can throw the leaves standing, sitting, lying. You can do so much and it really turns out cool. Another creative idea for photos is just to use some movement. Like you can walk, or you can swing your hair, or you can do both like I did in the photo. And these photos are not those regular boring photos where you stand around and just smile into the camera. It adds a story to it, it adds more interest to it, and it looks more creative. So the next time you're shooting outside and the location is great, just turn around and swing your hair, or swing an accessory, for example a scarf or a bag, and I think these photos will turn out amazing. You can also use leaves not only for portraits but also for full body shots like I did here. Just sit somewhere, hold the leaf, or maybe you sit in the leaves. It's still creative, right? It's a beautiful photo, but it doesn't take you much effort to do it. In all these ideas I'm showing you, you can do by yourself. You don't need a partner, just try it with a tripod, set up your camera, set up your phone, anything. It's really not about the photographer that takes the photos, it's about you. You have to know what to do and what you want to achieve. Like you need to know the results you want. If you don't know that, even the best photographer can't help you. What I also like for fall is to go on a lake and then just look for reflections. You have those beautiful autumn colors reflecting in the water. I will show you some examples and you will see that this is really, really nice to have in photos. Big plus for you is to dress up accordingly to the season. So if the season is fall, obviously you have to wear something orange, red, yellow, beige, or blue. Blue fits also great to the scenery of fall. This will make the photos super, super nice. What I like to do is just to check the location before I go there, and just to think about what I can wear to match the location. Like I don't want to be completely matched with the location. I want to stand out, but I want to have some colors from the location in my outfit. Also, if you're struggling with posing or with photography, I can recommend you my course, Strike a Pose. It's a full online course with over 3.5 hours of video material. You will learn everything about posing, standing poses, sitting poses, posing with sightseeing, like when you're traveling, covering problem zones like double chins, if you're too thin, if you're too big, if you're too small. In this course, we cover everything. I also covered the topic of facial expressions and how to practice for photos as well. We also talk about couple poses and couple photography, and I added a bonus with man poses, so you will know how to position your man and how to take great photos of your man. If this is interesting for you, check out the link in the description below. I would like to know which photo idea you would try yourself, so leave it in the comments below, and I hope to see you in my next video.